How's it going, everybody? It's been a very, very long while since I posted anything normal about racing and whatnot. Um, Main reasoning is I've been way too busy to even do any of it. I've sold a bunch of cars. I bought a couple, then resold them. Bunch of different stuff, bunch of different reasons. The main thing before was working on our house. Um, Finally moved in a few months ago, whatever. But racing stuff should start up a little bit more. It's not going to be crazy like it was, but I'll eventually get into it probably next year. I plan on running Midland this year. But kind of just a quick recap. House we're finally moved into. Um, Married, kid, so I don't have time for racing much anymore. Um, but we still got some stuff I plan on doing and planning to still have this channel for just for my own doing and maybe my kids in the future and all that type of stuff. But for now, I still want to try to give as much information as I can when it comes to the front wheel drive figure eight stuff, just so young guys can do. Younger guys that come up in this generations or whatever can start the sport themselves. They can ask as many questions as they want. I'll answer them. I I decided I got nothing to hide anymore. I was kind of hiding the one car before. I'll still hide some of the fun cars that I have, and I'll slowly let them out there. But for now, I plan on just showing as much as I can when it comes to the sport because I want to keep it going. It's been dying a little bit around here, but I want to keep that going. Um, as far as cars that I've had, let's see. I'm trying to remember. 'Cause it's been I don't know a few years since you've actually seen any normal content other than just a couple of videos of races. Um, Let me see. What did I have? I had the 97 Geo Prism, the candy corn car. I never actually ended up scrapping it. I ended up selling it to a scrap guy around. Sold him a couple cats and got my money out of it. That green, I think I called it a booger car. It was like a 97 or something Chevy Malibu. Sold that one. Didn't have time for it. And found out I was going to have a kid, so I didn't have time for anything. Decided to sell stuff. I had bought a 2006 Chevy Cobalt SS as a 5-speed with a supercharge on it. Fun little car. Didn't have it for very long. Had it for about a month after I fixed it up and drove it. And um, when I thought the clutch went out on it, it was actually the pin in the clutch that came out. And I sold it to some guy, and he fixed it the next day and has been driving it since, I guess. Um, Let me see. My wife and I just recently bought. I don't have it's out there, but I'm not gonna walk around. Toyota Avalon. It's a 2002. We're just gonna flip that one, fix it up a little bit, and sell it off, or maybe sell it to family because we got some family that might need it. What else? Still have my red truck. I'm trying to sell that one now. I don't. I have a new truck, 2017 Silverado I got now. Nothing fancy, but it's nice. Uh, let's see. Oh 04, I think it was, a Grand Dam. That was a daily driver. I sold that one off just before my daughter was born. We still have the van here, the Astra van. I plan on racing that or derbying that. Maybe race it in derby. It'd be kind of fun. Um, as far as other cars, oh, I have one that I haven't shown you guys yet. It's actually a station wagon, which, if you don't know me, I absolutely love station wagons. And I have a plan for this one, possibly, but you might see it in the background here once I take a video of this car, but you'll see. This car is my built figure eight car. Haven't shown much on it. I've shown some pictures or just a couple little things. I built it in 2019, raced it at Midley County Fair. I got first in my heat. I think it was the figure eights. First in my heat, and then second in the feature. And then we went to the autocross. Got first in my heat again, and then fourth in the feature for that one. The rear end kind of was, I blew both shocks out. The rear end was dragging and it slowed me down a lot. But otherwise, this car is doing pretty dang good. Since then, I've redid a whole bunch of stuff on the car. I still have a lot more stuff to do, but I what is it? The rear end is broke on it right now, but I'm fixing up to run Midland like I said this year. So I already fixed it enough. I put new shocks in the rear, lifted it up enough, but the one um, part of the rear end is bent over and it's rusted and it's broke. But I'm just gonna run the car anyways. I haven't been in the driver's seat in almost 4 years. Well, 19, 20, 21, 22. Yeah, so 3 years. This would have been the fourth year of not running, but I'm gonna run this year. Um, Replaced the whole fuel system in it, so pulled the old tank out, put my old boat tank in it, ran AN lines, brand new fuel pump, brand new sending unit, everything. I'm doing it correctly. Had a transmission line blow, so redid all those lines to a trans cooler. I'll show you all this stuff. I won't explain too much. I'm just explaining it now. I still got to redo the back end of the car, but for now, it is what it is. Today I was trying to get the stupid oil filter because I never put oil or never changed the oil in this car. I hate frame oil filters, but I couldn't get the stupid thing off, so I tried a different trick of doing it and was trying to put a hole in it and use a screwdriver. Well, accidentally hit the power steering line, so broke a little piece off. So hopefully JB Weld's gonna do the trick for me. It's just a return line, so it's not high pressure, but we'll see. Um, but yeah, that's why I've been gone. I eventually plan on showing more on these cars when I'm able to. It's just a little bit hard right now. But I'll try to do a little bit that I can. Um, and if anybody wants to go more in depth on any part of this car, said I'm not hiding nothing. I'll tell you exactly how I built it. So I want more people to build these cars so they last longer instead of. I mean, I like stock last, but I want cars to be built longer so they stay around, so the sport stays alive. Otherwise, you're gonna go through 2 or 3 cars each year running stock class, which is fine, gets everybody in the sport, but I'd rather it I'd rather people build some bigger cars if they can, kind of like this one. Um, but anyways, this one is a '97 Cavalier 2.2 SFI, so it's the push rod motor. It's not the Ecotec. Everybody around here runs the Ecotecs, and they're faster. But I have a plan to do some tuning on this one at some point and see what I can really do with it. I fixed the exhaust on this. I have a header on it now, but I put the exhaust underneath it and off to the side because it was way too loud. But it should flow better, should be happier. I just did the oil change today. Just fixed a whole bunch of just tiny little things that have needed to be done on it. Because the original gas tank was Swiss cheese, and I don't know how I didn't notice it when I ran it, because there's no way it happened within the last couple of years it's been that bad. So I still need to get a strut for it, because I blew this one out for the front. Fix this power steering pump, fix a gas leak I've been fighting, and there's something else, I can't remember, but all in all, I have more than enough time. I think I got 2 weeks before Midland starts, so I should be good to go. And I'll just do a quick little walk around. I won't start the car. It's no need to right now, but I'll show you around just a little bit, and then I gotta clean up and make dinner. So, I guess without further ado, I'll show you a little bit of the car. I'll probably explain a little bit of stuff, but we'll go from there. New tires I just got. I still gotta get a valve stem protector. They're 14, so I gotta see if they'll clear. I gotta fix this strut because it's rubbing. This is a Cavalier strut, and I want a Grand Am strut because it's a little taller. Actually, I'll go sideways. Sorry for flipping everything. Got the header in there now. I want to make a solid motor mount, but I might just re-weld that again, see if it'll work. Transmission lines, so they're AN lines now. They go up, they follow my battery line or battery cables goes into the car. Just quick and easy. I might plant a fan on this at some point. A trans cooler. Like I said, I haven't shown this car much, so this is where my computer is. Literally pull the harness from under the car, literally back through where it comes through the firewall. Mount it right here to your cage. You can mount it anywhere on the firewall on the inside and you're good. Shifter cable did break, so I replaced that, so it works good again. I relocated my e-brake, hydraulic handbrakes right there. It's really easy. eBay, I think, is what I got that from. Cap off your brake line in there. This goes up to a T. It goes to each axle. Bolt tank. Cut out your original sending unit. Use seal all. That'll fix your problem. I think these were, how do we make that? We use just like some self-tapping screws and then seal all. Then this one's actually a, if you remember my very first car, it was a 93 Olds Cutlass Sierra. Same fuel pressure, so I just got the same pump. Really easy. Ran the lines, AN lines all the way through. Same concept as that I have for here. Battery box, you can easily make your own. Angle iron, it's very simple. Again, angle iron, rear rod, a bar, ain't going nowhere. I gotta put the roof sign on still. I just put this back in. I let a buddy borrow it a long time ago. What else? This is one that's bent broke. If you can't see, she's a little rusted and bent over. Cut this out a little bit. I still plan on revamping all this, but I'm not going to do it this year. Maybe during the winter. What else do I have? Oh, this is very temporary. This will not stay together. I know it won't. Even if you zip tie, these will pop right out. I'm going to come up with a better solution. If not, I'll just wire nut it and that'll be fine. But I'll figure something out. And that's just how easy it is for your fuel pump sending unit. If I remember correctly, I might have these backwards, but the purple and black and white, I believe that's the sending unit itself. Again, I might have this backwards. And then I think the gray and then the straight black, that should be for the fuel pump. I might have them backwards, I can't remember, but that's the different separation anyways. And then I just used the ground here. I might strap that down better. Let me see. So everybody runs their own different steering wheel if they have a quick connection. This was off of Jegs. Reed took everything out, it's welded this year. And then I got a really small steering wheel. I mean, I'm not the big guy with the biggest hands, but it's pretty small. I think this was like a 12-inch wheel or something like that. I like it small. It's just a personal preference. And since I've been running a smaller one, I've been a lot happier than this big, huge thing I can just quickly whip around the corner with it. Personal preference. That's it for right now. I mean, I can show more in depth later, but that's it so far. Yeah, if you have any questions, just message me or whatever, and I'll try to help out as much as I can. Hopefully we do good this year.